thought of something today. Falling Skies, which is extremely popular, does very well. This is your second show with Steven Spielberg. Is that right?
He was one of the executive producers of ER back in the day. Yep.
Did you have, like back in the ER days, when young, just starting out, you're just getting started in the business, you get ER, and Steven Spielberg is one of the guys who's executive producing it. Did you have direct contact with him? Because that must have been intimidating.
We met early on in the process. He'd show up for big events, 100th episode. He'd get us Christmas presents, but his involvement was sort of tangential on that show.
Right. So did you didn't get to the point where you could I don't know.
Actually, he had done a movie called Always about a year before ER launched, and we'd seen that he'd bought the cast of Always these Mazda Miata cars as a wrap gift.
As a gift? He gave everyone in the movie a Mazda Miata?
Yeah.
Wow, pretty sweet.
And for Christmas, he got us all these little cell phones. So Mr. Clooney thought it would be very funny if we all wrote thank you notes saying, "Dear Steven, thank you for the Miata cell phone." And he said, "We should do this. He'll think it's funny." And I go, "You're going to do it?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it." And so I wrote that letter, and that was the last Christmas present I ever got from Steven.
Well, wait a minute. Here's the important thing. Did George Clooney write it as well?
I don't believe he did, but he did star in the very first DreamWorks movie the very next year.
Yeah, he screwed you over. He got you to do it.
Live and learn. Live and learn.
No, I would have learned right away. Now, is he involved? He's involved, more involved?
He's all over this show, yeah.
All over this show.
Yeah, and we only benefit from his involvement. He weighs in on the scripts, and he weighs in on casting, and he watches all the episodes. He watches all the dailies. He is really hands-on in post-production in designing all the spaceships and aliens. This is one of his favorite shows that he produces, and he's all over it.
Does he ever come in and say, "I've got an idea. This, this. I had this dream. Do this episode."
His ideas are great. Actually, it's funny because the only idea he ever had for ER, he'd worked in a hospital emergency room when he was in high school, and he told the writers this story about how a dog was brought in once, and the doctors gave it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And so the very next week, this German Shepherd is brought in
on the episode of ER.
And I had to suck on this dog's snout and give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
You had to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea that he brought in. Yeah.
Science fiction is his wheelhouse, though.
I was talking to you backstage. You have two beautiful kids. You brought them, and I was chatting with them.
It's funny. I've been on your show a million times. I've never been more nervous than I am right now because both of my kids are backstage watching me going, "That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny."
And that's kids, too. That's all of our kids. Yeah. My kids, no matter... I come in the morning, and I'm like, "Hiya, kids. Yucca, 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 yucca." And they're like, yeah. Well, they don't do that, Jimmy.
My son does. Yeah, no, not interested, Dad.
You ain't got it today, Dad.
Save it, old man.
All right, so I met your kids. They know what you do, and they've seen that you've had a lot of success. Do you think they're going to want to act or get in the business?
I don't know. Sometimes they show interest. My son has a very kind of strong directorial vision. He comes to visit every once in a while on the set, and I remember we shot a scene once where I had to beat an alien over the head with a shotgun in a steam tunnel, and my son was sitting in the chair watching on the monitor, and I came over after the take, and I said, out of breath, "What'd you think?" And he goes, "It was good. On the last take, you hit him 7 times. On this one, you hit him 6. 6 works better than 7, but on the last hit, you're holding the gun up too high, and it's not staying in the frame. So hold it over your left shoulder, and it'll stay in the picture." I go, "Okay."
That kid is good.
Yeah, he's really sharp.
Like, "We got it. It's a wrap. Let's go." That's fantastic.
Nice, Dad. Let's go.